Blake.
With his rhymes, I make a joke everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
54.
Hey, Charlie.
These babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Yes, yes.
These babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 5. Let's go.
On first down, Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Now they try the right side here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he completes it to Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10.
Ready. 8 read.
Watch the pass.
Mike 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
42, all day, all day.
Go.
Mike 42, Mike.
Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Let's go now.
At the line,
50,
prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Hey, echo.
Looking to throw. Herbert. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
We go. 30 base.
Brings up second down at their 49-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to go.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready to break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
General
They
West.
should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Down. 18 Gator.
I know he ain't got it. Check 26. Check.
Hey, Sam on.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Let's go.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Now.
2nd and 9 now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Come on now.
So
Let's
flag
go.
for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Set up. 70 Indy.
Let's get some penetration here.
Look. Squeeze.
Big edge. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, switch gears. Slam.
Side.
On first down, here's Breida. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
60 Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Bravo.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hurry.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23.
Part partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Lead grip.
This is Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Check, Mike 42. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. Lucky. Check 3. Jam. Slam. Check safety.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bears 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it.
56. Check 56. Double dog.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Pull it high.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Topper. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They'll run on second down with Cohen. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
I got you. I got you. Mike's 54. Mike's 55.
Operating from the gun, Herbert.
Get that ball.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Open here is Allison. That's complete.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there. And he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leo!
Deuce. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
Now it's Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Sweetheart.
Shoot.
2nd and 11. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
It's a gain of 53.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go counter with Breida. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Niners 14. Bears 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Got a man. That's Allison. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike 56.
2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's up. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
We got this.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
10-2
It's a
stop.
gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Go. Hey, exit.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Big river.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert buying time to his left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Yep.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check back.
Hey, Foxtrot.
54. Mike 50.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Set. 60 or.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, Zoo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
They go.
On first down, Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
85 is coming. 85 is coming. Watch him. Watch him.
Hey, Charlie.
Move. Mike 42. Mike 42.
5.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey.
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Deep grip.
Now Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
Look at me. Zipper. Five.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go. Hey, watch that.
On the ball. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Ready up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time to see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Go.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's put him on the buses.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
42.
We own this. Go.
Here's Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 21-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Hey, eat. Hey, here we go. Check. Fresno. Rush in.
80 weapons.
Crunch.
Get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, they'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Set up. 30 base.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Snap.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, baby. Keep it rolling.
Traquan Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the double.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Truthfully, I thought the offensive line did an excellent job on that play. We know they can only hold off pass rushers for so long. I thought they did a great job keeping them at bay for a long, long time, even though he was hit at the end of that play.
Hey, Echo. Lead dribble.
Throwing again. Herbert. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Mike 38, Mike 38. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Next time.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Mike 42, go.
They'll set up to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Jackson to return, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Solomon Thomas getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Alpha. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Looking to throw. Herbert. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They run with Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, you take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Mike 56.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight, watch left. Hey, Greystone, travel. Hey, Foxtrot. Crash. Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Come on,
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Delta.
54, right there.
Hey. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now.
Looking to throw. Herbert going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run again with Breida. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Ready, ready.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Greta. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 11-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Go! 18 Gators.
1st down, Bears.
54. You get blocked, me.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Haywood.
You ain't got nothing.
Yes, yes.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Come on, fellas.
Let's check in with our referee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right there. 54. Right there, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
I got you.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Down.
At the
8
50-yard line.
58, the Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
A loss of a yard.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing, Week 1, and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for San Francisco, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.